Take your right hand. Take your index finger, take the index finger of your left hand, the thumb of your left hand, and place it in the space between your right index and thumb. Massage slowly. Massaging at this point brings comfort to a person's mind. We're in class. 16 students huddled around the table, 15 sitting straight in their chairs, and one who's shaking in her own skin, taking her hand, running it through her hair, running it around her ear, to her throat, to her chin, and forward. Every day, halfway through class, she runs outside the building and takes a breath of fresh air, swallowing the wind in the most normal moment of her life. And she walks back in the room and takes her seat as that one autistic girl in the college class. I'm the boy sitting next to her. I've been bumped by the hand that claws at the air in the room, and I wonder what's wrong. But even as someone who can recognize her condition, growing up, we're taught not to question it. We're taught to accept that she's afraid of her own skin, to accept that she's different, but we're never taught to accept her. Today, I watched as she tried to read a book, and words and images flooded her mind, springing from the page. The book trembled. She wanted to raise her hand, to walk outside the classroom, but there's too many words in her head, weighing her down her seat. So all she can do is run her hands through her hair, around her ears, to her throat, to her chin. She wants to scream as loud as she can, so she opens her mouth and feels the weight of the wind inside of her teeth. And as she tries to scream, all she feels is it pressing down. Take your right hand. Take your left index finger and thumb and massage the space between your right index and thumb. There's a pressure point in our hands here. Massaging this point brings comfort to a person's mind. On the hands of many autistic people, blisters form where they bite down, searching for immediate release and instant focus. Imagine holding hands with your teeth to get the same feeling you would get if you held hands with the person sitting next to you. We are taught to accept this difference. We are taught to accept this difference, even though we can never understand it. We only know the weight of being normal, not when it feels like you have 4 billion thoughts piled in your head and only 26 letters to explain them. But try. Run your hands through your head, squeeze against your scalp, and try to push those thoughts out of your head. Run your hands around your ears, to your chin, to your cheek, and see if you still feel warm. Push your hands forward and try to break free of those shackles that bind you to autism so you can scream from the bottom of your lungs that I am not a monster. I don't want you to accept autism. I want you to accept me, and feel as all these words collapse into the enamel of your teeth, pressing against your hand as you try to find that spot that brings all of these thoughts back down to one. We're in class. 16 people sitting around the table, 15 people sitting straight in their chairs, and that girl shaking her head slowly, smiling, exhaling the wind when she swallowed. And this boy holding his left index finger and thumb around the spot around her right index and thumb in the most normal moment of their lives.